YouTube? Your boy Bosco back again with another live video. We live. What's going on? Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. Just chilling out. You know what I mean? I wanted to go live last night, but we didn't make it happen. We're here now. Hopefully you guys are going to have a great, Friday. You know what I mean? A lot of people on the eastern side have been up for a longer time. So hopefully your day is going well so far. Um, we chilling out, man. Got a few things to talk about. The stores have been crazy. 4th of July weekend recap low key too. I mean, I'll probably, every time I say it, but I'll probably go live later on to talk more about the outlets, but we'll talk about it a little bit here now too. Outlet recap was crazy for the 4th of July weekend. If you guys haven't seen the content, check the channel. A lot of videos. I got some more dropping from that too. Coop, what it do, my dude? What's going on with you, bro? How you doing today? Fresh Prince was good with you, man. Yeah, man, we here. Talking about what's been finding at Ross, Marshalls, and Burlington over the last few days. Like I said, talk about my 4th of July experience. You guys have seen the videos. If you haven't, we'll talk about it even some more. I did come up on some stuff at one of the outlets. They had the 40% off at Torrance, I think it was. Went by Nike Watts also. What else did we do? Went by a few stores. A mall or two. Like I said, I have some more content coming from my whole festivities with Cool Kicks out there running around finding some stuff. Good, fresh off of work. I feel you, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully you enjoy the Friday. Be safe out here in the streets. You know what I mean? Still 4th of July energy. I'm still hearing firecrackers every now and then. I did come up on this jersey too. Shout out to the Clippers, of course, and Kawhi Leonard, even though it's real shaky with whatever's happening with him. But I found this for a super steal, like $40-something. Normally retail for $110. I don't really have a Clippers jersey. I'd rather have a Paul George. However, they had the Kawhi. I'm not mad at Kawhi. He is a great player. He is a multi-champion. You know what I mean? Paul George might be out the door this season. Who knows what's going to even happen with that? He might not even be on a team. You know what I mean? So we got to see how that works out. But yeah, man, as I went out to the stores, I did come across a lot of retros. A lot of retros still available in these outlets right now. Even in one of the videos, I showed you guys the comparison. I'm showing you guys inside the store. They had the Jordan 1 Cements, the Jordan 5 Craft, and the Jordan 6 Toro. But we went to the outlet earlier in that day and seen those same 3 shoes for a discounted price at that location, 40% off. So you really don't have to rush and get these things from the store, man. That's what's so crazy. 24 Black 1 was good with you, bro. How you doing? Thanks for sliding through this morning. But yeah, it's been interesting out there. It's definitely the time to visit the outlets. It's the weekend again. I do have a recap video. You know me, I like to recap some of the videos, so stay tuned for that. I got one more thing from 4th of July, plus a recap video, which is pretty much the highlight of everything, because there was a lot of fire things out there. We went to a couple places, found 1 or 2 gyms, went somewhere else, found a bunch of stuff. So I'm put it all together in one situation. So hopefully you guys can check that too. Retrospective Gear, what's good with you, bro? You've been on fire too, my guy. You guys definitely got to follow Retrospective Gear. Same name on Instagram. If you guys are into seeing what's inside the stores, either for just the excitement of seeing it, or if you're out there hustling yourself, he's definitely been coming up, and he's pretty much, an almanac like myself and Cool. When we go out and show people what's going on, people know kind of where to find stuff. I appreciate that, bro. But we've been finding some heat, you know what I'm saying, in all the stores, from Nikes to Ross's to Burlington. And now, because Retrospective putting us on last night, I'm definitely going to share some of your pictures in this stream. Finding Jordans at Marshalls now. It's back to that. I don't know if it's ever been to that, really. I mean, I've seen Jordans there, I think, but it might have been Jordan cleats. I might have seen Jordan cleats at Marshalls before at one point in time. And these are a form of cleats too. They are, golf cleats. But I feel like if the golf cleats are there, it's only a matter of time before the mids, lows, and retros start popping up. Ain't no way they're going to have Jordan 4 golfs chilling or at the Marshalls, bro. A little all over the place. Maybe get it organized a little bit. But yeah, like I said, going to the outlets, hitting up Nike Watts, that place was a little bit not as explosive as Torrance was, but they definitely had some deals there, 30% off. And I did come up on some shoes too for retail arbitrage purposes. I will show these because they are right here. I've been showing these in my videos a lot because I like this colorway. I would definitely grab it for myself if I had the, if I wanted to. But I grabbed them for flipping purposes. They were like 40 something bucks. Normally retail for like 160. They got a great ranking on the platforms. You know what I mean? So gonna go ahead and send these in today. I tried to get them in the other day, but I just was a little bit busy. But we came up on a few pair of these there, 30% off as well at the Nike outlet or Nike Watts. So that's definitely a store to go by and pick up some stuff if you're looking for trail running or if you do the retail arbitrage. Shout out to everybody watching on Bobby Thrift. Shout out to everybody watching on Bosco Mitchell. And if you happen to be watching from Twitch, shout out to you too. We're only live on 3 channels right now or 3 platforms. That's what I've been usually doing. But yeah, 30% off on those. Definitely a good ranking. They had a lot of other things there too, but nothing else that really stood out to me. As you guys know, I became a lot more picky when it comes to these things. You know, you just really can't do that, bro. You really can't. You really can't just grab everything. A lot of things look good, but you just can't grab it all, bro. Dexter, what's going on? Shout out to you. Shout out to the Philippines, man. Idea when the lid sale ends. The lid sale, I'm not sure the exact date when it ends. I know it's going on now, but I was told by Cool yesterday that it was already lowered a little bit more. So I will be trying to slide by to see if I can find some gems for the giveaways or for my website, boscosgoodies.com. We right around the corner from 30K. Shout out to everybody there. Let's hurry up and get to 30K. We're going to have a great giveaway. Myself and Cool will kind of do like a collaborative giveaway. You know, he just hit 15K, so shout out to that. Hopefully you guys subscribe to him if you're not already. But he just hit 15K. I'm about to hit 30K. We're gonna, you know, we've been rocking with each other for a minute, so we're gonna collab on this giveaway, which will be great for you guys. So stay tuned for details to that. One thing I do want to get to also, let me see. One thing I also want to get to, which is also in the thumbnail. Hold up. The signal might get a little messed up. Damn, I don't know why. Sometimes I do this and sometimes I don't. This is unfortunate, bro. We grinding to get that new computer, that new laptop, y'all. We want to make this thing completely together. Right now, I'm dealing with like I don't know how many years, 7, 9 years old computer. So we working. I got to get the pieces together. Once we get that last part, we're gonna be super in there with everything. But yeah, so as my signal's a little laggy, forgive me, it'll get back here in a second. Let me just go ahead and bring this up anyway. In the meantime, between time. All right. So, you know, a lot of people asked me about this. I was a little iffy on it, but then again, not, because we definitely did some great raffles in the past, and we're bringing them back again, or I'm bringing them back again. So as of now, the Jordan 11, the Jordan 1 UNC Toe raffle is now live. 75 slots, as you guys can see. You can get as many slots as you want to, $10 a slot. I do have maybe 2 or 3 ways to enter the raffle. PayPal, you can do it through my Discord, or you can Cash App. 15, it's a little bit more on Cash App though, because I have a business account on Cash App, so there's fees taken out. So just consider that. But you can do $10 straight up through my Discord link, which is available on each post that I put up there. 75 slots. We're going to end it on the Tuesday beforehand, or the Monday night beforehand, which is the 17th. If we need be, it's possible to extend the raffle too, if more people need some time to get in there. I do want to get it filled up. It is a hot shoe. You know, there was a shock drop yesterday. There might be another shock drop. So if you guys weren't able to scoop them up, I don't know how many more shock drops there'll be before the shoe actually drops. But, just to give yourself an extra chance, $10 per entry. There is a cash option as well. I think it's right below it, right? Yeah, so first place, you can win the shoe in whatever size you request, from men's to, or grade school to men's, obviously, or you can get $200 cash. Second place is $50, and third place is $25. So even if you don't win and you win second or third place, you still can win some money. You know what I mean? Depending on how this goes, that might get adjusted to a little more, but that's where I did it right now to be safe, because I don't know what the interaction will be with this raffles. I know things have been crazy for a lot of people. Times have been rough as far as money is concerned. Economy is crazy, so I definitely put that into consideration. I was definitely thinking about $20, because it's definitely worth that. But I want to, I want people to jump in here early, often, and get this thing filled up. and I'd rather just do it that way. You know, $10 is cool. We'll make enough to get to where we got to get the shoe for you guys. But I do have access to get the size I need. I have multiple spots to where I can get whatever size is needed. So you guys can trust that. And we haven't had this problem yet in the raffle. It's not going to start now. You know what I mean? We've been knocking out a lot of fire raffles on this channel, a lot of dope ones. You can do your research. You know, UNC ones, Jordan 5 Raging Bulls, some threes, some four. We've done some stuff on the channel. You know what I mean? And everybody who's participated, I appreciate you guys. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask in the chat, my DMs, or the comments of the videos. I will be mentioning it a lot. You will see me promoting it a lot because I'm doing it myself, obviously. And if I don't promote it, who else will? Shout out to the people who have shared it on the Instagram. I've seen a couple people share it on their stories for me. So I do appreciate that. Shout out to you guys for doing that. All the likes, all the shares, all the comments, it definitely helps puts things into perspective. So, you know, I definitely appreciate that. You know what I mean? So that's one of the talks of the town. We going ahead and doing the freaking raffle, man, bringing it back. I'm definitely going after, and well, I'm definitely grabbing myself a pair. This is the shoe that I definitely wanted, one of my top 5 releases of the year. UNC 5s, already got that. I was waiting for this one. Maybe them Barclays when they re-drop again. I think that was another one that I said that I was eyeing. I forgot what else it was, but maybe some signature athlete sneakers, you know what I mean, for the personal. Steph 213, what's going on, man? You snooze, you lose. Early birds, have you been out there today? Have you found anything yet today? I'm not jumping out there just yet. I might hit the streets a little bit later, you know. Good looking out, Rich. I appreciate that. My Ray-Bans, I just just decided to throw these on right now early in the day. You know what I mean? Why not? Dizzy, what's going on? And I see what you mean, man, by the outlet out there. That's crazy how empty those sections of the shelves could be, bro. That's kind of wild, man. That's crazy. Big shout out to the Dominican Republic. DJ Carl TV. What's good with you, bro? I appreciate you stopping by. Shout out to you, man. Hit that like button, you guys, for sliding through. Or as you hear, where's my water at? Yeah. Man, big shout out to everybody this morning. Definitely wanted to go live a little earlier in the day to see what's going on. See what the energy's like for the Friday. Hopefully this helps and continues your day going well, or give you guys some energy, because all you guys are kings. If there's women watching, there are queens here too. We can definitely manifest and do what we need to do to make things work for ourselves. You guys got to know that. You got to know that. You know what I mean? But yeah, Jordan 1 UNC Toe raffles live now. Go ahead and grab your tickets before they're gone. We're going to do it live on YouTube. You guys see this setup now. We can do it. You guys can hear me. You know what I mean? We're going to be good using Wheel of Names, last man standing. So, you know, strategies are different. Some people get a couple slots. Some people get a lot of slots. I've seen people win with 2 or 3 slots. I've seen people win with a bunch of slots, and I've seen it on both sides as well. So it's a luck of the draw, but it's definitely fun. It does support the channel. I do like doing this with you guys, so it's dope because I feel like all of this will kind of happen around the same time. I mean, 30K will probably hopefully come before this date, but we might have a 30K giveaway. Then we got the giveaway for the Gilzil Resta mods on that same day. Then we might have this raffle the same time. Who knows? Like either the same raffle or same stream, or within the same couple of days. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be jumping. We're gonna really start doing the giveaways and really start revamping that and the interaction and giving back to you guys for the support. You know what I mean? After 30K, man, we got to get to that 100K ASAP. I know 50K is in between. 31K is next, technically. But we're trying to reach the milestones on this channel just to, you know, we put a lot of work in here, and it's about time. 2023, we got to do bigger and better. And hopefully with your support, you guys can share the videos, continue to watch, and that's what we do in there. But for the last time, not the last time, but one more time, Jordan 1 raffle is live now. Holla at your boy. 75 slots, $10 entry. You can enter via Cash App, PayPal, or through my Discord. It would be perfect if you enter through my Discord. Join my Discord. It's free. Link is in the description of every single video of mine. Come on and interact with us. A lot of the things that I'm going to be referring to in this stream is what's posted in my Discord. I use my Discord a little bit more than I do my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the kicks of the day. Okay, Dizzy got some playoffs on. We're gonna show that in a second. Oh, Dizzy, you went and got the Emerald Glows. The Emerald Glows, okay. The Emerald Glow Ja Morant one. Definitely a nice shoe, not a bad colorway at all. You know what I mean? Big shout out to everybody here. Oh, out at Hibbett. Okay. 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 Yeah. 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 Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the most part. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when they get their new shipments in. Um, so that's something to be on the lookout for if they get it in that day. Usually they have new product out or either during the lunchtime, depending on the pace of that, location. But yeah, it's definitely been, it's been going crazy lately. The things people have been finding. Let me get into that too. Let's get into that. um, let's see, how did I put this? I think I just put it right here. Okay, so here are the pictures right here from Retrospective Gear. Shout out to him for that. I definitely put in put in some bigger pictures too. But um finding Jordan 4s. Now this colorway is actually supposed to drop in, next year, right? For retro sizes. Now these are golf shoes, right? $40 though. Retail for these things are usually like over 200 always. It's crazy to see that these are starting to pop up at Marshalls because Marshalls is one of the last of the Mohicans to join the party as of late. Everybody was dry for a minute. I think Ross came back first, and they stayed that way for a minute. Marshalls was still just like very few far in between, hardly anything that was really worth it in the lane that we're talking about when it comes to shoes and apparel. I mean, Marshalls always has a bunch of other stuff in there that you can sell and flip, a lot of other things in there, not just the clothes and the shoes. But for us talking about clothes and shoes, Nikes have been kind of dead at that store for a minute. The best Nike they would get would be Nike slides if they still got them. You know what I mean? But seeing this is definitely a sign of the times. We had the homie last week, or maybe like a week and a half ago, show us Jordan 1 mids, the red, black, and white colorway. And he said he saw another colorway also, but he showed us the pictures of the red, black, and white ones, which I think I have here in the Discord. And then now we're seeing Jordan 4 cleats in the Nikes or in the Marshalls. Hopefully I didn't say that wrong the first time. But you get my point. $39.99. $39.99. Half the box, obviously. Marshalls now take suit like why don't they just, if they're gonna chop, I mean, is it better for them to chop off the box tops, or should they just put the shoes up like Ross does? Why don't they just do that if they're not gonna have the box? I mean, half the box. Because as a reseller, half a box and no box is the same thing. Half a box and a full box is not the same thing. You know what I mean? So I wonder would they ever just start putting them up on the racks without the box? But maybe that takes away from the organization of the shoes and it doesn't look so wild like it does at Ross. Because shoes be all over the place at Ross, you know that, and on the floor, all on the top of each other in the lane. You don't really see that too much at Marshalls because of the boxes. So maybe that's why. But I thought that was crazy to see, man. I was really surprised to see that um they were having this type of stuff, and now they got the Black Cat fours, right? These are Black Cat fours, right? With the pony hair, or maybe they're not called Black Cats because they got pony hair. I don't know. Either way, the all black 4 cleats, though. These are golf cleats. Don't get it twisted. They're not, they're not regular Jordan 4s. And I did see a little video going around of somebody having their Jordan 4 golf shoes and unscrewing all the little spikes at the bottom, thinking he could wear the shoe. And a lot of people in the comments saying you can't do that. The shoe's not made for it. It will be very uncomfortable to wear them. So don't try this at home. So if you do get this and thinking about taking the spikes out, trying to wear it, that's not going to help. The best thing would be doing a sole swap, if anything. If you're somebody out there who's like that and you could do sole swapping, that would be the best bet. But the blue ones, black ones, Jordan 4s, like I said, I know they normally retail for like 250, something like that, 200, 250, something. Anywhere from 200 to 250, maybe 225. But to get them for $40, $39.99 is bananas. It's crazy, That's just a good sign. Seeing Jordan 1 mids, seeing Jordan 4 cleats, it's only a matter of time before Jordan lows start popping up. And by gosh, maybe some, dare I say it? I mean, I was saying 2 weeks ago, like, nah, it's been popping, but Jordan 1s ain't been popping up there. Even though Jordans are sitting, Nike's not letting that happen, but they let mids slide through the cracks. Who's to say they don't let some lows slide through the cracks or let some highs slide through the cracks? It all remains to be seen, but it is crazy to see this right now, though, man. It's good times to be out here buying for low, selling for high if you know what you're doing and you have the patience that you need and the sources and resources to get it done. You know what I mean? It's definitely good times out there because stuff is hella cheap. If you guys watch Cool's video or mine's over the weekend at the outlets, he bought some Jordan 4 or Jordan 5 crabs for what was it, 125? If I'm not mistaken. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, the way you get on the Discord, Stephs, is going to the link in my description. Go to the description area. It has all my social medias, my Twitter, my Instagram, my email, my YouTube. Well, my YouTube is already here. You guys are here. But yeah, the Discord link is in the description box. It should be of both channels, Bobby Thrift or Bosco Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Sick with the kicks. Welcome to the stream. What's good with you? Jordan 4 golf cleats in the stores right now at Marshall's, which is a dope thing to see. If y'all didn't know, now you know. Make sure you guys follow Retrospective Gear. Hit him with the likes, follow his channel or his Instagram. You know what I mean? Send him some good energy. The guy's out there hunting too, as well. Fellow hunter, you know what I mean? Also was at the sneaker cons holding it down, doing his thing. LaDainian Thomason you found. Because this is LaDainian Thomason, but then you have like you found somebody else too. Was it Falk? But LaDainian Thomason jersey. So they got the throwback Mitchell and Ness football jerseys now. This is crazy. I'm definitely hitting up my Marshall today on my way out, like on my way to do my errands and everything. There's one that I passed. I'm definitely running over there just to see what's there. Do they give us Jordans at that location? Do we get jerseys at that location? I mean, I found some Mitchell and Ness jerseys there before, definitely. I found those authentic baseball Dodger jerseys that I've pretty much gotten rid of except for one. And yeah, you can find some things at Marshall's, but like I said, it became a desert there for a minute. It was dry for the things that we're talking about, Definitely dope to see this, bro. And shout out to everybody who does contribute pictures in here, to show us what they find out there in the street. We're gonna get to that next, but this is just to start off, kind of talking about what's going on and basically what's in my thumbnail. That Jordans are now at Marshall's popping up. I mean, it is a cleat, but just a few days ago, we did see the Jordan 1 mid. Let's see if I can. Was it here? It wasn't here. See, yeah, military blue dropping in 2024. We got the military blue cleat in the stores right now. Jerome Betts. Yeah, that's who I found. Oh, Jerome Bettis. Yeah, for sure. Yep. That's who you found. So yeah, this shoe come out next year. And then we got him finding it in the store now. I'm like, wait, what? That's crazy. Another word of a shock drop again. Oh, that was yesterday, 7-6, right? That's not today. Today's 7-7. Today's supposed to be 7-7-7. Crazy day, I guess, right? But did these other shoes release yesterday? The other fours, along with the ones? I know the ones came out yesterday. I've seen a lot of people saying got them. But I don't know if these dropped. I didn't really pay attention or even go after them. I was out taking care of business and stuff. But I didn't see nobody really post about that. Maybe it was just a rumor and the Crafts and the Thunders and the Armand Years didn't actually restock or shock drop again. I don't know. You never know these days. Sometimes stuff be accurate, sometimes it don't be, sometimes it be off. Everybody wants to have the information first. But the old boy does have really good information, though. He definitely does. Let me see. Oh, yeah, see. I just scrolled past it. That was another option. So not only did the homie Retrospective Gear find the Jordan cleats at Marshall's, which lets you guys know that they're there. I showed you guys. I'm trying to scroll and see if it's in this post. We did find somebody else found those Jordan 1 mids, the red, black, and white ones. Is it here? Sorry if it's lagging. Ultra Boost for $25. We all know that. It's probably up here. Is this the picture? Shout out to Retrospective Gear for the Mitchell and Ness jersey. Either way, you guys saw it. I'm not going to scroll all the way up because I can keep going. RIP to the homie from Born and Raised Again, too. Um, sorry. It's somewhere else, but I'm good. Wait, what are you copping? John Morant Emerald Glow. Okay, I didn't see these, Mister Metal Fingers. That's a dope Shaq colorway. I like that. America got the Luca 2s on feet. Those are definitely clean for sure, bro. Definitely clean. All right, forget it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out another time. Oh, here we go. Jordan 1 mids. That's a Marshall. That's a Ross cart, Ross tag. Jordan 1 mids are there. So we got them at Ross. We got them popping up at the Marshalls. Let's see. Hold on one second. Off the press, I got just a notification from Redbox. I didn't know what that little message was. So we got those. Great to see, right? Hopefully my signal's cool. Hopefully my signal's cool. Hold on. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting lost really quick. Where was I just at? I was trying to cook, y'all. Hold on one second. This must be in the community chat. That's where we're at. Only the UNC toe dropped. Okay. Brandon Boots, what's good with you, bro? How you doing this morning? So yeah, man. You can see that, and those of you guys who want to know about my Discord is in the link in the description also. But yeah, it's definitely a good time to go check these stores. You got to go early and often, either right when they first open, around 11:30 to 12:30, or like in the middle of the day. Some stores restock the shelves 2 to 3 times a day, so you guys can get out there and find these things, letting you guys know what's out there, which is a good thing. It's good to share information. That's what the Discord's for. That's what Instagram's for. A lot of people do it on Instagram all the time. They find what they see, they share it, and if you're smart, you follow a lot of people just to know what's in the wild. It's best to go out there kind of knowing what to expect as opposed to going out there blindly, even though for me with content, I like to go out there blindly and not look for things or expect things, because I know for me, when I go in there expecting something to be there, I don't really find it a lot. More than likely, if I'm not expecting anything, is when I'm surprised. That works at the outlets and at the stores. But it is good to kind of have a glimpse to know what's out there, to know what to get some ideas or some hints. I would use it more so like if I see somebody buying something that I grab, like shoes, okay, that lets me know that the shoes I want is out there. But then I also use it for, a lot of people out there look for jeans, look for jackets, backpacks, different sections. So it's just good to know what to look for in other sections as well, to expand your palette on what you're trying to resell. Because like I said before, it is getting more saturated. A lot of people are doing this stuff, so you want to spread out the things that you're able to flip, only so that way when you go in there and you see a bunch of people in the stores, if you get to a location that's late, if you get to a location later in the day and it's packed, you don't have to feel like, oh man, ain't nothing gonna be here, because you got your own vibe, you got your own lanes to get into. Of course, you got the general lanes that everybody rock with, but then you get the HOV lane that's just for you, the private lane or the separate lane, you know what I mean? The men's clippers work. You not clippers like the team, but the clippers. You on certain platforms you can resell that stuff. Clothes, you can resell the backpacks or toys if you want to get into toy. Like it's a lot of different things besides jerseys, shorts, jackets, and shoes. I'm sure you guys know that obviously, but that's what I really like to dibble in, because that's what I really know more than the other lanes. But I am with the other lanes, especially when it comes to like the platforms like Amazon. I sell more than just shoes there and clothes there. You know what I mean? It's definitely important to do that. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things out there. Day of the Dead, down issue 3s. A lot of people in the Discord have been posting their finds. Shout out to Pick C. He's definitely been out there hunting, finding a lot of stuff, a lot of things that you will see in the Discord. A lot of the images are from him. He's definitely one of the guys out there in the wild too. Gore-Tex Vans. I looked them up myself. I didn't see the profit for myself to grab them, but they do look nice, and I'm sure the right platform, and if you know yourself and you have time to hold, you definitely can sell those, especially during the later when it gets more colder. Right now the value for it's not there because it's more summertime most places, of course, in the country. So down the line, those are going to be some great holds right here for sure. I'm just not really trying to hold too many things right now, but A lot of people are still and able to, and that's the way to go. If you can find things for the low and sell it a few months down the line for the max profit, you're super winning there. You know what I mean? Adidas, what are these? Stan Smiths? Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Whatever lane you're in. Maybe this is the lane for you. What that? $39 for that? Brand new, dead stock, of course, no box, but still. Then he found these 97s. Let me get the other pictures. That's a little closer up. Air Max 97s out there in the wild. I remember them being there before, few far in between, you know. Now they popping up in flavors. I don't remember how much he said he paid for this. Did he show a tag for that? No, I don't think he did. But the Air Max 97s are in the building. Another great find. He found a bunch of Ultra Boosts for $25. If you guys thought that was just a flim flam, just a couple colorways, or just a few stores, nah, this man got a whole cart full of them. A whole cart full of Ultra Boost, man. Definitely a good time to be out there hunting. You know, especially if you move around to a lot of stores. Definitely important to do that. Insta365 always drops some really good stuff out there. Finding some good LSU merch and some cleats. We got the 4Ds popping up at Burlington. That's a Burlington tag right there. The Burlington come up has definitely been a little iffy for me. You know, I found the jersey there, the Steve Nash jersey. I found those shorts too, those Bull shorts, like they were the NBA brand shorts. I also seen some Laker ones. I left them though, $12.99. They're all white with just the patches on the side. I mean, I'm sure there's a lane for them. Maybe some people grabbed them. If anybody out there has grabbed them and sold them, please let me know in the comments what you sold them for. They retail for $40. They were $12.99 price. There is some wiggle room there. Maybe I should have grabbed them. I didn't. Maybe I'll see some more. Who knows? You know, I'm looking for the Mitchell and Ness. That's why I didn't, you know what I mean? I had my mind set on one thing. I didn't want to, let me grab that too. Because I did that before. Back when I was buying before a lot, I would buy a couple things that I knew about and a couple things that was in the same boat. I would get that thinking it was the same results and it wouldn't be, you know? And I know those are shorts. $12.99 is not a high price point to buy in at. So I totally understand it. I totally get it. But yeah, I just too many bad tastes that I've experienced that I don't want to even taste it again. You know what I mean? Definitely a lot of fire out there. Definitely a lot of fire out there. You know what I mean? That's the whole point, showing you guys this at the outlets. And then I think we got another one too. Shock drop yesterday. We Are Jimmy. Congratulations on the win. Got these, of course. Okay, Air Force Ones. I definitely seen those in the stores. And still with the nice Carter cleats too. Let's get to what I was trying to show y'all though. Oh, what did he show? How much it sold for? What? Wow. All right, I didn't know that. I just showed them Adidas thinking that they were just like some Stan Smiths. They were selling for $218. He bought them for what, $39? Wait. What, Pixie? I didn't know it's that. I didn't know that. I'm just like, oh, some cool little Stan Smith Adidas. That's cool. Probably some value there. What? Did y'all know that? Did y'all see these? I would have went past these and said, yeah. I'd have just like, maybe I would have seen it and thought to look it up because I've seen the leather quality. It looks like it probably has some good leather quality on them. Maybe I would have double checked it because of the quality on them, and they're a little different from regular Stan Smiths. Look like Alexander McQueen's in a sense. You feel me? Maybe I would have been. Maybe I'd have saw the Rod Lavier, and I would have thought, Lavier. Maybe I would have thought to look twice, but maybe not. What? $40 sold them for $216, or they're selling for $216. That is a flip right there. That's the type of flips I'm talking about, bruh. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't notice that, bro. I Pixie, shout out to you, my dude. Don't know if you hear it in the stream or not, but I'm definitely gonna say that in the Discord. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. $216 off of 40. Don't know what your taxes is like as far as how much you pay out the door for the shoe. But out here with $39.99, that's like almost $49.99, almost $50 almost with taxes. That's still a great profit, bro. Shout out to you for that, bro. It looked like they sold quickly. It looked like that's a notification from his phone. Yeah, man. Stuff like this, sharing the information helps out, especially people not in the same area. Like, and even if you are, there's enough out there for everybody if you just do your part and move around a little bit. So sharing the information doesn't really hurt. It definitely helps people know what to look for. The only thing about it is people who drive down the price. That's the part that messes it up. Sharing the information with everybody is great, but then you get them outliers and people out there who are like, okay, I'm about to just undercut this and sell mine quickly. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only part about it that sucks. However, you can't do that's kind of stuff out of your control. You can only just suggest it. Come on, y'all, don't drive the price down. Come on, don't run the price down to the bottom. You know what I mean? As more and more people get on the listing, the price does go down because more and more people want to sell it faster and faster and get impatient. 44 out the door. Okay. Oh, because it's not okay, because he has under $100, so it's not that. Yeah, my bad. I always get mixed up on that. If it's over $100, that's when the taxes is that much higher. But yeah, that's okay. So 39. Yeah, that's okay. My bad. Good looking out. See? Shout out to Retrospective Gear, man. Uh yeah. They're not Stan Smiths though. You talking about these? The Rob Levere's? I thought they were Stan Smith, but if they're Rob Levere's, that must mean that they're a collab and have good quality. Unless that was an old post. But I don't know. Shout out to Pick C. I mean, that looks like a notification from his phone. 7223. That's crazy, man. Very nice. Happy hunting out there in the wild, y'all. There was another thing I wanted to show from the Discord as well. We make sure I'm sharing it. Okay, yeah. 44 out the door. Okay, let's see. So yeah, the Gotham's. We got the PSG merch popping up too. I mean, I've seen that here and there. I got one of my PS soccer jerseys from them from a Marshalls. I think this is a Burlington that he's at, but I did pick up some PSG stuff a while ago. I picked up like 4 jerseys and kept one myself because I like the way they look. I did sell them on eBay for the high, obviously, not on eBay but Amazon. Then this is right here. This also is what made me kind of further double down and want to make sure I made this live stream. I was going to go live last night, but I had to do a lot of stuff for the family, like my grandma and stuff like that, and then just errands. I had to run a lot of shit and drive around all the place. So by the time I finally got home and got out the shower, I was like, let me go ahead and do some back behind the scenes stuff as opposed to going live last night, which is like I said, I wanted to, but I just was busy. And then when I said I'm gonna wake up this morning and just go ahead and talk about it now. But this right here kind of further confirms like that Jordans are here now. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not a one low or a high, it's not that yet. But we're seeing the cleats pop up. The Jordan 4, it is a cleat. It's not a regular shoe, not a regular retro, but you guys get the drift. Jordans are there. I mean, we still see, Jordan merch is there. Jordan apparel and stuff has been there. But to start seeing the shoes pop up is a different thing. I wonder how long, like, will they ever put a halt to it? I mean, I think what's sold is sold. They can't do nothing about it. But this has to hurt the but. I mean, maybe more people. Let me finish my thoughts before I can contradict my thought. Like, I would think this starts to hurt Nike by more Jordans popping up at these other discount stores. Because then, why would people go to Nike if they can go to the other discount stores and get the shoe? But maybe because it's Nike, people want to just go get it from Nike because it's Nike. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. Some people don't trust the shoes from these spots. They feel like their B girls grades are messed up, but you can check the shoes out and see there's nothing wrong with them most of the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes the reason why the shoes is messed up is because people mess them up in the store, trying them on, they dropping them, hitting the floor, whatever it happens. You know what I'm saying? But these are the Jordan 1 Elevates. This is the women's shoe. They got a lot of colorways of these, and nobody was buying them. So I can only imagine that these will be flooding the stores, right? I can only imagine that these will be flooding the stores because these are sitting just like Jordan 1s have been sitting. So who's to say some of them things don't start sliding over here, especially the lows and more mids? We already seen a mid pop up. We've already seen a mid pop up, you know. Um, I haven't seen it personally, but people have posted it. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself, so I can even double, triple down on it even more. You know what I mean? When I'm out there in the wild. But I told you guys, I found Jordan 1 retros at the stores before. It's a Barley Vote Jordan 1. It's the thing though. I bought it and still have it. I bought it like a couple years ago and still have it because it is a rare one. It does cost, and I mean, I'm not selling it for under $100. And maybe that's the whole thing I told you guys about. Of me, I could have just sold it for much cheaper and got rid of it. But no, I'm not doing that for that shoe. At least not for that shoe. Let me check right now and see what the hell is it doing right now on the thing and see. Because if it's dumb cheap, then maybe I just need to get rid of it. No, but then again, people ain't really checking for it because it's an older shoe and it is rare, so people automatically assume it's gonna be taxed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Let me see what's up. Yeah, so that's the only thing about it. Maybe if I should. Maybe I should. Let me type this in and see if it comes up. Man, this thing is laggy like a mug. Hopefully it's not messing up the stream. It probably is though. Um okay, maybe that's not the one. Maybe that's not the name of it because it's not popping up. Maybe that's not the name. Maybe it's not a Barley Vote. It's like a Vote green ass one. If you go to my website, boxclosgoodies.com, it's up there. That's what I'll just do. Why not just do that? Yeah. And so I definitely seen it before. I definitely have. It's not something that hasn't been done. So, but that was 2 years ago. This is now. Let me move this off just to show you guys. I got to show you guys the actual shoe so you guys can know what I'm talking about. So I can be clear on what I'm saying. But I did find this at a Burlington. This was not found at a Ross. Um, BoxClosgoodies.com. Where we at with it? Sneakers. I need to categorize these in men's and women's sneakers. But selection's cool. Sneakers are cheap. This one right here. The Jordan 1 Barley Vote. This is a women's Jordan. I have it there for $98. I have it under $100 on my website. Everywhere else is more than $100 because it goes for more than $100. But from people who buy from a website, I'm selling it for this much just to, for you buying from my website. That's why I have it for so low. But this one here is a rare Jordan. It's rare as hell. It's definitely not out no more. I found this at Burlington. I was crazy. Like, what the hell? It was just sitting up there, blending in with all the shoes. You got to sift through some of the things. I'm like, what the hell? That's a Jordan? But that was before they got dry. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Jordans are there now. You got the mids, you got the elevates, you got the cleats. Definitely something to go ahead and check out or look forward to when you're out there in the store if that's something that you flip. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I feel like the one, like, okay, for the cement Jordan 1s, the white cement Jordan 1s, like I feel like those should be popping up at one of these stores. I mean, they're popping up at the clearance store by the boatload. Who's to say they don't trickle down? Who's to say they do? But I assume that to be happening soon. Hopefully, I'm there to catch the footage to share it with you guys, so you guys can know when it's officially there or not. You know what I mean? Very interesting time out there in the wild, which is always a good thing to see, man. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Even if it's not something that I find, it's good to see other people find it because it lets you know that there's there's hope. There's something you can find out there. You know what I mean? But yeah, this was the one that just got added yesterday. Jordan 1 elevates are actually in stores now, which is a good thing to see. Didn't expect to see that. And then you got the Pegasus out there, you got the Gore-Tex out there, the Gore-Tex or Trail Rex, Adidas stuff, Sambas, all kinds of stuff out there. Still $25 Ultra Boost. Cart full of stuff. This is not my content. This is from Pick C. Definitely out there picking up a lot of things that you can see. You know what I mean? Pick C. Once again, if you did not know, we got the Jordan 1 raffle going on. Jordan 1 UNC tote raffle is now live. Link is in the description. It should be here too of how to enter. If it's not, I need to adjust that. You can join via Cash App, my Discord, or PayPal. Ends July 17th. 75 slots. You can get as many as you want. Give yourself the best chance to win. We're going to do a last man standing on the wheel of names live during the stream. First place winner gets the shoe or $200, your choice. Second place, as of now, gets 50, and the third place winner gets $25. Like I said, you can put in $10, win 25 at the least if you win third place. It really just depends on how you rock, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dizzy out there in the world. Oh, so they had these exhibits, huh? What you thinking about? Did you scoop or was you thinking about those? Those dunks are pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Some good quality on them. I don't know the name of them, but I can only imagine that people would go crazy for them because of the detail. I would imagine those have some resale to them. I would imagine those have resale to them, to be honest with you, All right. So we got that. Another part of my title, shout out to Tony D and Bullet RC. I was checking out their podcast, Gloves Off. You guys can definitely check that out. Their last episode. These two images are from their episode. Talking about YouTubers. They were talking about a few things. Their podcast setup and everything about it was dope. So shout out to them. I like the look of it. The topics was good. I rock what they got going on, man. They've been doing it, this sneaker YouTube stuff for a long time. So shout out to them. Definitely got to give credit where credit is due. Man, they were talking about, another YouTuber being accused of fake sneakers and, or reviewing fake sneakers. And I'm going to give my personal opinion on this. No, it's just honesty, bro. I'm a positive person. I keep energy positive and talk about positive things. But this stuff right here is kind of crazy, and it's particular. It's very interesting because you got somebody who's been accused or proven to have done this a few times, a repeat offender, as you would say. But then you have somebody who's very trustworthy breaking down how this could be just a slight mistake and not on that person's fault. And that's what these two pictures are telling the story of. So we got one YouTuber who has been in the game for a long time too. A lot of sneaker content, I don't know, man. Something about him from the jump always seemed a little fishy, but you don't know people. You see them from a distance. They just do what they do. It is what it is, right? But one person was called out a few years ago from another YouTuber. I don't get these guys' names really. I'll talk about Tony D and Bullet RC because they're the ones who giving credit talking about the topic. If people really care, I'll say whoever. But you have one YouTuber who was called out before about doing some shady stuff, and there's receipts with it. You have a content creator who gets a shoe early. I'm gonna get this Jordan 1 UNC toe early. I'm gonna get it 2-3 months early and review it to y'all. Like, yo, I got the shoe early. Then, no, we're not gonna do with Jordans. I'm just go like this. I got this Pegasus Trail. This is the hottest shoe out in the world. Everybody right now wants this Pegasus Trail shoe. You know what I'm saying? It comes out in September, but I got it here in June. I'm gonna do the review, show y'all the shoe, talk about how dope it is and how y'all should get the shoe. Like, man, this Pegasus Trail is something y'all need. The colorway is crazy. Look at the quality, stitching. Look at this. Look at that. Right? Then, like a couple weeks later, after letting the numbers run up of my early review, like a week later, I come out with a video. I got scammed. I got scammed. These are fake. I can't believe it, man. Look at this. And everything that was fake about the shoe that I knew was fake from the beginning, I just didn't show y'all in the first video. But then the second video, I'll be like, look at this. Look at that. That's messed up. It's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be longer. Like, man, I got scammed. That's crazy, man. Watch where you guys are buying from because people out there are scamming, dude. This is crazy. Then when the shoe actually drops, I'm gonna do a comparison video. Real versus fake. Real versus fake comparison video. So you guys can know what to look for when you buy your pair. And I do this process multiple times. I buy a lot of shoes. I get scammed a lot of times the same exact way. God damn it, these buyers are getting me, man. And then I do a real versus fake. So I get content from reviewing a fake sneaker, buying fake sneakers, reviewing a fake sneaker, but passing it off as the real version of the shoe. Then I put out I got scammed to kind of cover my ass. Be like, oh, I got scammed, man. I thought I had a legit source. It turned out to be fake in case somebody calls it out or seen it. Then when the shoe comes out again, I want to double down, triple down on my content, make some more money off of it, which I mean, it's a maneuver. It's a strategy. Some people could hate this. Some people could like it. I mean, I think the part of the duping the audience is the part that's not cool. But from a strategic standpoint, I think that is a smart move. But there's ways to go about it to where you can do the same exact thing and not look like you're scamming and getting over on people. So if you do that process 3 or 4 times, you get scammed so many times for these reviews. Like, you're a sneaker YouTuber, you're a sneaker connoisseur, you know about sneakers. How do you keep getting scammed for sneakers? But the audience believes you and keeps thinking you keep getting scammed. So then once it's called out that your process is fake, the first shoe you got is fake, and maybe the second shoe you got is fake. Maybe you got 2 fakes to begin with. Or maybe you got the fake one and then later was able to get the real one, and then you do the content. But the duping is the part that's not cool. Passing a fake over as real in any point of the situation is flawed, and now you're in question. So now, based on the gloves off conversation, they were bringing it up again. Another YouTuber, which is the same YouTuber, is getting called out for reviewing or showing fakes, and the dude tried to get mad and want to get mad at the audience. But bro, you've been called out for doing this a few times. Got a shoe, reviewing early. Oh no, I got scammed. Oh no, let's see what they look like so you guys don't get scammed too. I'm here to save the sneaker world. Like, what the fuck is this? So now we have another situation with the UNC toes. And they, on the Gloves Off podcast, they broke this down. So go ahead and check out the full commentary about it. They pointed out how he's showing 2 shoes, but only showing 1 box. When he did the review for the original shoe, the fake shoe, he didn't show a box in the review. And in any review, I know we don't wear the boxes, but most reviews for a shoe like this, you're going to show what the box looks like too, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a special box. Even if it's not a special box, you're going to show that it's not a special box to talk about it. Like, unfortunately, they gave us the regular box. They should have gave us a different box. That's still a topic that you add into your content. You know what I mean? So it's just looking real shaky, and it's just crazy because when one person does it, it just makes all sneaker YouTubers look suspect because you just don't know where people are getting it, especially the early reviews. I talk to people in the street. I talk to other content creators via DM or in person or just whatever. And it's like, the fake thing. A lot of people feel like anybody doing early reviews is reviewing a fake shoe. And I'm not going to go as far as to say that, because I do feel like there are ways to get the legit thing early. And I do feel like there are real sources to get the legit thing early. You feel me? But that is true. When there's one bad apple, it kind of sours the batch. That's what a lot of people feel and think. Early reviews, people look at that stuff as sus. Like, they enjoy the video half-heartedly because, like, it could be true, but it could not be true. And the more that people start getting put on blast for this, the more that it makes the other people look suspect, unless you're like showing every detail, which you can't. If you're getting an early pairs, you can't. Whether you're getting it legit or fake, you can't show how you got it because you don't want to blow up either one of your spots, whether you're getting it from a fake place or a real spot. Because a lot of times if you're getting it from a real spot and it's a real shoe and it's early, they hooked you up with letting you get it early, unless it's from the actual brand themselves, which is, that's a whole different ball game. So this stuff is just crazy, bro. I think what one thing that makes me annoyed about this is the fact that, these people have gotten away with it for a while to where they've built their stuff up to have a certain level of respect for it all to be built on a faulty foundation. You know what I mean? You build up this big house on a faulty foundation, it kind of crumbles at the end once it's at its peak sometime, just by out of nowhere because they found out the foundation is whack. You know what I mean? So I mean, you do what you do, and I've been approached, of course, when you're doing YouTube or Instagram fluent stuff. You're doing stuff with sneakers and stuff. The fake people, they do hit you up and ask you to do deals. They want to try and work with you and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I've considered it a couple times just because it gives you more content. You can do real versus fake, all that stuff. Because there are views for that. There's a lane for that, but I just never want to get it misconstrued, mixed up. And like I said, once you start dibbling in the fake game already, it makes everything in question, no matter how you're bringing your content out. You could do real versus fakes. But just like this person doing real versus fakes, it's the same thing. Like, we don't know if you could be getting two fakes and saying one's real, one's not, because the quality could be better on them. You know what I mean? Some of these fakes are really, really good. And then again, also, if you're somebody out there who wears fakes, shout out to you for that. Wear them proudly if you're going to say you wear them, but just to pass them off as real is the part where it just gets shady. And it's not even about passing them off as real when you're wearing them. Do what you do. Nobody cares about what's on your feet. It's when you're trying to sell them as the real thing. That's where you're really wrong, because, that's when the market gets messed up. That's when somebody gets stuck with a bad shoe they can't get rid of and all this and that. That's the part of the game that really messes it up. You know what I mean? My question is, man, what happens if somebody starts to, or has it happened, where they buy a fake shoe and then return it to the outlet for a real price? That's when we're really fucked, bro. And I honestly think I've seen that before, because you've seen some shoes that looked a little weird, either in the store or in the outlet. I mean, for sure in the store. In a regular retail store, and some of my past videos, I've definitely shown you guys on Bosco Mitchell. Over the years, I've definitely showed you one or two shoes that was just totally messed up in the store. And it's because the person returning the shoe, who accepted the return, probably didn't super check the shoe and just took it back. Or the person could have returned the shoe and said, I got the shoe like this, and the person at the Foot Locker or whatever just took it back. You know what I mean? And then put it back on the shelf for the next person to buy, because the next person might have grabbed it and not thought nothing of it and just put the shoe on and then realize later that something's wrong with it. It's really just when you try to pass the shoe over as not the real thing that makes it so crazy. But back to this image right here that I'm showing you, and to show you something that kind of backs up this image here too, and based on what they were saying, you have two Jordan 1 UNCs. Some of the things that they said that was in question, I believe Bullet RC pointed out the Wings logo on the shoe looks suspect. I think they're saying, I don't know if it was the top one that was off or it was the bottom one off. I think it's the top one that they said the Wings logo is a little bit too far from the eyelid. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The top picture, the Wings logo, if I can zoom in more, I don't know how big that gets for y'all. Yeah, look at that. Either one, yeah, y'all can see that. On the top one, the Wings logo is way farther away than the bottom one. I do have them, but I'm not about to pull out my Jordan 1s. Do I have to do that? You see it right here. That's the telltale sign. That's a big sign right there. Plus, one of the shoes didn't have a box. Once again, shout out to Tony D and Bullet. Go ahead and check out their Gloves Off podcast. This is where I get this image from. Crazy to see that this is the case, though, from the same person who's been caught with the fake versus real and buying a shoe, and I got scammed. And people kept falling for it. They keep falling for it. And then when people call this out too, he wants to get mad and have an attitude. But you've been caught out for this stuff before, bro. You definitely have. And I understand the world of sneaker game. You got to do what you got to do to keep your money coming in. That's one thing I always tell people. Like, my channel is a small channel, bro. So when I get hit with these things that mess my money up or whatever the case is, like, I get it. Like, it still hurts, but it's like, okay, I got my little peanuts over here. It's cool. They play on my peanuts. But when you get to a status high, your numbers high, your money's high, and then things start to drastically decline, and you're trying to get back to that high clip, You start getting desperate. I'd rather go through these rocky bumps and roads now to know how it feels and what it's like than to just shoot up and be up there and then come to a slow fall and never able to get back halfway up. That's terrifying, especially as a content creator or somebody in sports. You're at the top of your game, you get something, an injury or something that knocks you off. You want to try and get back to the top of your game, as opposed to somebody who has some injuries early and then starts to slowly decline and then soars and then retires as like, you know. So I understand when the numbers start getting low, you start getting desperate for stuff. You know what I mean? That's when you have people putting the shoes in the fake store saying that, oh, I found like I made the joke about putting a panda dunk on the aisle at Ross and saying I found pandas at the store. That's a strategy move, but that can also be a fin for your life type content move. You know what I mean? It kind of goes both ways. So it's just funny to see this. You see the Jordan 1s here. It looks like it's slightly off, which will make you think automatically that it's a fake. The Wings logo at the top, Jordan 1, is much further from the eyelid or the eye where you put the lace in than the bottom one. One pair, which I believe is the bottom one, is from Fine Line 17 or Fine Line 1721, I think it was. I did purchase from the dude. He's super legit. Everybody vouches for him as legit. A lot of people have bought from that guy. So he does, legit pairs. Like I said, there's people out there who can get shoes early and be real legit pairs. You know what I mean? So this was the thing that had people calling out the shoe. I think there was some other things too, but for sure that's like one of the main things that stuck out was the Wings logo, right? So after this, Tony then says there are things as factory flaws or inconsistencies, which is a very true thing. These shoes are made by people. People make mistakes all the time. Players mess up. They had to put the whole Melo Jordan 12 away because it was a B grade. They messed up on the shoe. You could get it at the outlet for cheaper or whatever, but they messed up on the shoe. So it was brought up that there are inconsistencies in some shoes. And Tony D then proceeded to show this shoe right here, this image of this Jordan Low UNC to Chicago, the women's Jordan Low UNC to Chicago that he got from a retail store that's legit, a legit pair. And he's showing how the Wings logo is slightly off. I think it's the left one that's slightly to the left. Slightly off. Humans make mistakes. Was the first YouTuber. What do you explain about that shoe? When you have an example like this. I mean, I've seen my fair share of shoes out there with factory flaws on them. I've definitely seen that before. Factory flaws is definitely something that's a real thing. Quality control is a real thing. The glue stains, the marks, that happens sometimes. It's unfortunate when it happens. Sometimes you're not, well, maybe now because the shoes aren't so hard to get. But back like a year or two ago, if you had got a shoe and it was messed up, you're kind of stuck with it because the shoe sold out and nobody else is going to switch up your messed up pair for their A1 pair. Their great pair. Their flawless pair. So now though, that shoes are sitting around. If you buy a shoe from the actual store and there's something wrong, a factory flaw, you can just go around to another few stores to find your same size and just exchange the shoe. You know what I'm saying? But at one point, you weren't able to do that. So if a shoe was just flawed, you were just stuck with it, bro. You know what I mean? But this was Tony D showing the example of a shoe that came factory flawed from a legit retail source. So it's no fugaziness in the purchase that he got. And it's also to deal with the Wings logo on a UNC themed shoe. This is the UNC to Chicago. The other shoe was a UNC Jordan or UNC Toe Jordan 1. You know what I mean? So how does this work? What's the end result of this situation right here? When you have somebody who's been accused and not even just accused, but somebody who's been proven and shown to have dealt with fugazis in the past, and it's like a trend of what he does, to somebody who's very reputable, and giving you an example of a factory flaw issue. Where do we go from here, man? It's a whole clusterfuck, bro. It's like, what's happening? Where do we go? So this, I said this before too. Jesse, what's going on? I feel like with these factory flaws happening on the legit pairs, it just makes the lane for the fake pairs that much more green. Because if you're gonna get because if the other ones, the UAs, are having great quality with less factory flaw, then what's the problem? I mean, not what's the problem, but then where do you go? That's crazy, bro. If you got factory flaw defects on the regular retail pair, but don't have it on a fake pair, and the fake pair look good, the game is in a cold situation right now, bro. The sneaker game is in a whole cold situation with something like that. I'd love to know your opinion on this, whether you're watching now or on the replay. You got one shoe that's, you can see the Wings logos off. You can see it. Oh man, this is crazy. Like I said, once again, shout out to Tony D and Bullet RC Gloves Off podcast talking about this stuff here. I thought that was very interesting. And where do you go from here with that? Where do you go from here with that? You know what I mean? Oh, these are the World Cup soccer balls. Shout out to the Rican, everybody watching on Bobby Thrift, everybody watching on Bosco Mitchell on Twitch. Shout out to you guys. Hit the like button. But these, I was wondering what they look like, because out there in the wild too, you can find these Adidas Fever soccer balls for $10 to $11. Sell them for $40 to $50. Okay. Shout out to that. I wonder if he found any today. I know he posted it today. I was looking for these balls too, Pauls, because I heard about it. Somebody told me that there was some soccer balls, and maybe it was him telling me about the soccer balls that have a really good resale value right now. Every time I go to the areas with the balls are at, it's always just regular Spaldings and Wilson balls. I seen a Kyrie basketball, but what can we do with that? I mean, if it gave me Kyrie handles, maybe I would have scooped it up. If I'd have got that ball and it gave me Kyrie handles, man, we might have had to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta check your pairs. You gotta check your pairs before you leave the store. It's funny because I really didn't do that too much. For myself personally, I didn't check. Like, I used to check. Here we go. Strategies to it, right? I used to check my pairs before I left the store. Then I didn't check them because I didn't care. But then I started buying for other people, and I had to check them because a couple times I had got a couple pairs. I got home, seen that there was some flaws, had to go back and switch it up. Even me, I bought a pair of shoes, seen something was wrong with it, had to go switch it up. So I started really realizing right after 2020, 2021, that you really have to check your shoes because the factory flaws have been at an all-time high, especially after the whole pandemic happened. Everything just was not good quality across the board. Service in the restaurants dropped, service in the retail stores dropped, the factories dropped because you had less people working, less people wanting to work. People got used to not working and being cool. So when they got back to work, they start half-assing at the job. That's just what happens. It was natural. Everybody went through it at some point. That's kind of just what happens. So when you start having all these factory flaws, I said that back then, 2020, 2021, 2022, that all these factory flaws happening is making the other side look good or not as a bad situation because you probably won't have as many flaws going on with the shoe. I don't know, man. It's just a tricky game. When you buy something, you got to double check it, make sure it's what you want before you leave the store. It's crazy because sometimes people at the register would try to, I felt like at one point the register would get upset or bothered by you if you were there checking out your shoe before you bought it. Like, I remember seeing that at some point around 2019, 2020, 2021, 2020, 2021, when the resale was high for people. A lot of people was because I guess people were at cook groups and stuff. That's probably what it too. Because if you're at the store and you're working for the groups behind, right? If you're at the store but you're working for the groups, you want to sell all the shoes. And if somebody's coming to the shoe place that you're selling these shoes and they're checking your shoes, finding flaws and pushing it back because they don't want it, now you're gonna have shoes in the back that's all flawed, and you might not be able to get rid of them because they're all flawed. People won't buy those. You know what I mean? So you got mad if somebody dissected the shoe in front of you. You wanted them to just take the shoe and leave. You know what I mean? That's the energy you would get. Get the shoe. All right, go. Here you go. Go. Here you go. Like, But now, after a while, I start noticing every time you buy a shoe, they always double check both shoes. I remember one point and when it wasn't like that, you know? It's like almost a policy or something, Maybe that's something that the managers implemented because they want to make sure customers is doing, the associates is doing the right thing. Because a lot of times, if you just bring out a shoe and not scanning it, it's like, well, is that a secret? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Is it me? I haven't found some in a few days. I found 6 in one store. It seems like they're usually only putting out. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The shoes or jerseys, or what you talking about, bro? Yeah, the Fugazi Connect is never good. For sure, he for sure has a Fugazi Connect. For sure, probably been doing business with him for a very long time. Yeah, but sometimes it be like that, ones and twos here or there. I mean, I know it's like that for me when soccer balls. Yeah. I would assume that people probably scooped them up, bro. Shout out to you. Yeah, he's who shout out to you, bro. Posting it in the Discord. Um, yeah, no, I would imagine that they might have been scooped up. We're closer to that time of the year where people are playing the sports outdoors. And as the word travels, it does travel. I don't know how many other, you know, content creators might have been out there and found those and put them out there to let people know. I haven't really seen, I don't watch too many other people who do retail arbitrage, only maybe Hustler Hacks, maybe the Dallas Thrifter. I check them out every now and then. I used to watch a lot more people, but I don't. Just like I don't watch a lot of sneaker YouTubers. People are the lane that I do. I don't watch too much of it because I don't know. I just don't. More so sneaker YouTube just because it's what I do, and you know, it builds some type of anxiety for me. Makes me feel like I'm not doing enough, even though I might have 6 videos ready to go. I need 9 videos ready to go now. I need to go out and get some more shit. Like, it just draws the anxiety thing for me that I don't like to deal with, if that's the word, anxiety. Yeah, just, oh man, I need to go get some more shit, and I already got a lot, so I'm just looking at out there more when I already got a lot around me. I forgot what the saying is, when you got stuff right here, but you're worried about that stuff out there. Almost like that 2 in the hand is worth more than 1 in the bush, or whatever that's saying. However you say, I know I said it wrong, but yeah. So I just move in my own pace, do my own thing as I find stuff, and you'll see some things that help you out on the way. But I used to watch the Ross Boss a lot. Got tired of watching that shit, bro. He goes out a lot. He sees a lot of shit, which is a great thing. He definitely shows you what's out there. But it is at a lot of it just was too much for me. I had to fall back. I was like, okay, cool. Shout out to him. All right, he finds a lot of good shit. That's good to know. If I ever want to know what's out there, maybe I'll check out his Instagram a little bit here or there too. But yeah, I cuss. I do too many things in my life to have me worrying about doing more things that I already do when I already do a lot. You feel me? But the soccer balls, I haven't seen them around. Hopefully, maybe one of these days I could. I don't know if they're all out of stock. You know what I mean? You probably just have to try and hit up a few more stores. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, definitely. Shout out to Cool. What's good? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, hitting up 2 stores every day. I'm not doing that. Can't really do that. Don't have the time for that. Shout out to that. You know what I mean? Big shout out to that. But just seeing so much back to back is makes me want to continue to go, which I already do go enough. I already go a lot. Running 3 channels, it's a lot going on over here, bro. So if it brings me anxiety or that type of shit, I learn myself. I learn myself. Just chill out. You do your lane, you're doing cool in it. You find your stuff out. I like to find these things too to keep it authentic. I know a lot of people, in videos, you strategize things, which is a smart way to do it. Like, some people go scour the store and then come out and start the video, be like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can find this. And, oh, we found this. That's a smart way to do it. But I like to go and just find it on the whim with you guys, in a sense. So you guys might hear my reaction sometime. Oh shit. And that's natural. It's not like oh man, I've seen it already. Like, you know what I mean? To each his own, and do what you do. Maybe I need to script some more stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to, in a sense, to make it, but I'm trying to just be real and authentic as I see it. But this is a business too, and it's about the views. It's that whole battle with the clickbait thing. Are you clickbait or not? How much clickbait is enough? I don't really clickbait. If I throw something in a thumbnail, you're gonna see it in the video. You know what I mean? Sometimes a lot of people don't, but to each his own, bro. Like I said, you gotta take a little bit from each person to try to mold it into the best thing to make it work for whatever it is you do. I know when I was hooping and when we were hooping, that's what we used to always talk about. me, Gil, our little crew. It's like you take little bits and pieces from different people's games to add it to yours, and that makes your package. How else do you get a bag of tricks? You know, you need inspiration from things to add to your things. You know, somebody might go cross between the legs and behind the back. Another one might do cross between the legs spin. You know, you might not have seen either one of those if you didn't know about the cross behind the back to begin with. You got to take a little bit and add a little bit, you know, add a little saucy, you know. It's funny though. Dropped another thing in the Discord. Let me see. My boy be dropping the jewels here in Discord. What's this? Okay, let me see. Shout out to the Discord, Energy 810. Check it out. Link in the description. Always come there, share some good information, get some good information. Good vibes. It's a free Discord. There's no fees there. You know, like there's no like fee to be part of the Discord. But yeah, you know, join it, share. Good community there. Just dropped another bit. Okay, boom. Another Bolo. Found this item, men's Oregon Ducks Nike rain jacket last week at Ross retail for 400. Scooped it for 29 bucks. Holla at your boy. Hey, I like that, man. You know, I've been seeing a lot of Oregon Duck merchandise. I have been seeing a lot of Oregon Duck merchandise from like Pegasus 38s, Oregon Duck hats, Oregon Duck shirts. You know, I picked up one shirt. I haven't even listed it yet. And here I am back to my old ways of getting shit and forgetting to list it right away. Can't fall back into that, bro. Yeah, but I've been seeing a lot of Oregon merch lately, and it's so funny how Oregon gets that mystique, I guess, because they are in the home of Nike. So they just have that mystique over all the other colleges. Like they don't have like when you see North Carolina merch, you think of Jordan and Vince Carter and all the guys who went there. Duke merch, you might think of the same thing. A lot of college, so on and so forth. You think of certain athletes. What athlete do you think of when you think of Oregon? Besides, you just think of Nike. From when I see Oregon, I'm like, oh, they got the best jerseys because they got Nike right in their backyard. Like I think of that. That's what gives them their value. It's not any athlete that really came out of Oregon, from what I know. I mean, there's probably some outliers here or there, but nobody that stands out like a Jordan for North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Or Kyrie for Duke, or Jason Tatum for Duke. You know what I mean? Or Anthony Davis for Kentucky. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like what athlete do you associate with this that gives it the hype besides just it being next door to Nike, or you know, the menu, like Nike's home school. Pretty much that's what people feel like this is. They get all the best PEs, they get all the PEs, even though all the schools get their own PEs. Oregon seems to get the best because they're made by Nike, and you know what I mean. Oregon got a mystique, bro, a mystique about them for sure. Bought it for 29 bucks, $29 retail, $400 tag, bro. That is insane. Joey Harrington, who's that? Joey Harrington? I think I've heard that name. Who is that? Like Gucci Man would say, who are you? Who is that? Watching somebody like, oh yeah, I know, but nah, as of right now, Joey Harrington is not ringing the bell to me. Watch, that's just so disrespectful. On who Joey Harrington really is. My bad. I got a message real quick I had to respond to. Yeah, so I like that. I like this. Very nice find. Very not fine. Very not. Very nice find, bro. That's definitely a come up right there. That's for sure. Definitely a come up right there for sure. $29.99 for a $400 retail. There's so much wiggle room right there, bro. That's so much wiggle room. Okay. I'm getting shown some stuff. I'm going virtual shopping for a quick second. My bad, y'all. Just checking this out really quick. Virtual shopping. The girl sending me some links of what she's seeing. I'm just trying to check out and see the black shorts, them red ones, them green ones, and the gray ones. Red ones, green ones, and gray ones. Um, yeah, man. A lot of things out there in the wild. Be on the lookout for that. B-O-L-O. Bolo. Yeah. Why can't I just say that? Be on the lookout for these items. A lot of good stuff out there. Be careful with the shoes you buy from the retail stores. Double check them, triple check them. Oh, okay. 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 I definitely feel like the name was kind of familiar, but I just off the rip. You know what I mean? Not sure. Justin Hibbert, Oregon Duck. Okay, okay. Didn't even know. Yeah, see, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They don't have nobody that super stands out, at least not in the recent years. You know what I mean? At least, you know what I mean? When I think of Oregon, the college, I just think of fire Nike stuff. Oregon Ducks, I just think of the fire Nike merch. Their football jerseys was like the best. Basketball jerseys was cool, but the football jersey was always had creativity with the helmets and the jerseys. They just was out of here with the stuff. And then of course they always had the fire PE colorways. You know what I mean? Beaverton, Oregon. Shout out to that. But I just thought that was that yeah, Oregon just got that mystique of being almost like the creator of Nike, even though the Oregon University is not. It's just that the Nike is in Oregon. You know what I mean? That's why it's always been 1-1 for me. 2-2 or side by side for me. You know what I mean? Got to be trustworthy. Oh my goodness. Hold on, man. Yellow. Hello.
And gray of that, or did you see some other gray ones? You saw like those gray denim ones.
Oh no, I thought they was like some gray in the same colorway,
I don't know if I saw them. Was it light gray or dark gray?
like a dark gray.
Okay, I'll look right now.
Yeah,
But you don't like the pants?
not really.
Okay,
If I see them in person, I probably like them more, but nah, by the picture, nah.
what you want, an extra large?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, okay.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. Interesting situations going on out here in these YouTube streets and just in general. Big shout out to everybody here for however long you've been here. I appreciate that. Been rocking for about an hour and 23 minutes on this Friday. I know there's a lot of things out there. I mean, it's the weekend after 4th of July, but I'm sure there's still some deals out there. I know when we went to the outlet there out there in Torrance, they told me that the deals are going on till the 12th. So, you know, if you're out able to get out there, that might be one of the spots you want to hit up. I don't know how many other places are doing 40% off. That's crazy. Most places are doing 30, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, the streets have been flooded out there. A lot more people is out there just around shopping or just out there in the stores and the malls. I don't know how much they're actually shopping, but I mean, there's a lot more people out there with their parents and stuff. So the parking lots is filled and just a lot of little rugrats running around. No disrespect to nobody's, but I'm just saying a lot of little ones running around. Um, you know, so the aisles do be crazy. A lot of the shoes and everything do get messed up and tossed all over the place. You got to sift through some of the stuff, you know. It's better to get to the place earlier than later. You know what I mean? So big shout out to everybody, man. I do appreciate you guys. More than likely, I will think about coming around later on. Yeah, those are cool. Uh, my bad, just replying. Yeah, so that's kind of the things I want to talk about a little bit today. I think there might be one thing I'm gonna look for right now on my Discord to see if there's something else here. But Jordan 1 raffle, man, excited to do this. You know, and definitely one of the shoes I was looking forward to. So hopefully I can help one of you guys get it as well. You know, we're around the corner from 30K. Shout out to you guys for that too. Got to work out the details for this giveaway, but once 30K hits, giveaways will start flooding. Shout out to Cool Kicks, he's in here too. Just hit 15K. Shout out to him for that. Congratulations on that, Cool. Our giveaways pretty much will coincide or be together in a sense. You know what I mean? So stay tuned for that as we work out the details for that. You know, and then yeah, still have time to go to the Guild Zero Resta mod video and put your size in there if you want a chance to win that, because I will be selecting winners once we do 30K. So like I said, the giveaways will start at 30K, right around the corner, like 80 subscribers away. Um, other than that, today I do have, I don't know, will I be hitting up some stores today? I know I will be dropping some content. More than likely, I will hit up a store. Yeah, for sure. I'm stopping by. Retrospective made me go, but I'm going by Marshalls today. That's for sure. I'm going by one or two of those places today. See what kind of, I can come up on. Hopefully something. If, hopefully something. I mean, I might be snoozing by being here now, right? Because the store's been open. People probably already went to the spots and scooped them up. I could be snoozing, losing, but I'm not. I'm here with y'all, so I'm not losing nothing. I'm here with y'all, chilling out, bro. Anytime I'm rocking with my folks, I'm super good. Ain't nothing really better than that. Y'all participation is excellent. Actually, I'm about to chill out and finish this off before I get off, in case there's something else we talk about or whatever. Uh, yeah, I know I'm about to say I'm about to get out of here, but I'm gonna stay a little bit more. Um, stay a little bit more. Cause some of the did I post? I did. Okay, yeah. Cause this was also supposed to be a 4th of July recap too, but then I didn't start it off at that as that because I wanted to talk about the fake sneaker thing and the recent fines. So maybe later on tonight we'll do more of the later. I'm planning to go live later tonight. We'll do the recap of the outlets, but I'm gonna go through a couple things right now just to give y'all a glimpse. If you guys didn't watch the videos, more than likely you did. Hopefully you did. I'm banking that you did. But if you didn't, you can see a little bit of it. But definitely check out my videos. Check out Cool's videos. We at the same spots, different perspective, same perspective and different perspectives, bro. It's good to see that different angles, different things. It's dope. It's dope content. And I see a lot of people in the comments liking the collabs. So, you guys will see that some more. Obviously, we've done it in the past. We both just get really busy. I have busy schedules, so does Cool. 4th of July weekend kind of just worked out for both of us in a sense. Um, yeah, super dope situation, man. What is it? So I was looking forward to, so Discord, once again, link in the description box of all the videos. Come over there and join us, chop it up, chill on out, share the information you come across as we do too. If you got some fly kicks you wearing, go ahead and share that too. I mean, it's just a different way for us to interact, a community that's built, and like-minded people with good energy. We ain't got no trolls in there right now, thank God. As things grow, of course that's to come, but we got people to weed that stuff out too. You feel me? Okay, so signal might get a little crazy for a second because I'm loading up. This is so 2010. Click on something and then a damn thing. Let me see what I can show. Okay, I'll show a couple of things because this is towards the middle. As I let it get back readjusted. Yeah, retrospective definitely putting it back on a map. Definitely schooling and putting it back on a map, man. First one from me seeing somebody post something back at Ross or at Marshall's. So shout out to him for that, bro. Shout out to Retrospective Gear for that, for sharing the information as well. I'm trying to make sure that we're good because I know the signal gets a little messed up when I load up some things sometime. And now I'm about to check it out and just see how let me know if you guys are able. Never mind. I don't think you guys are able to hear it. Let's see. What's this question here? When the Kobe's release, you think they are going to be at the mall stores or full out? I believe so. I believe it's going to be a release like that. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Nike app thing. I'm sure that I'm assuming there'll be a sneakers app drop, and I'm assuming they'll be on the Flex app. I would assume that most Kobe's have been releasing on the Flex app. They want them. The whole thing is they want it to be available for everybody in the masses. I would assume that they definitely. Yeah, that's too loud. Yeah, that's too loud. I believe so. Wait, it's gonna be a release. Yeah. So yeah, I don't see why they would not be at the stores. I would think that they would pop up on the Flex apps. I would be surprised if they made it like a boutique type situation. It's not an undefeated collab or nothing like that. So I would assume that it does come to Foot Locker. I would assume so. You know what I mean? But let me get into some of the things. Feel free to ask more questions if you have questions. But yeah, you should be straight with that, bro. You might have to, you know, fill in the raffle tickets if there's any places and every place that has a raffle ticket for it. People are in love with the Kobe's for multiple reasons, which sucks. That's another question that I had too. If you're not part of the culture, are you able to buy the shoe? So that was a great topic too, bro. But because I've seen that, and what I mean by that is, I'll have this probably tonight talking about it too. I've seen a lot of people saying comments about like, you can't buy the Jarrito Dunks if you're not Mexican or Hispanic or Spanish, like, or you can't buy the skate. Everybody buying the guy who just passed away, born and raised founder. You buying those shoes for profit and you're not even a skateboarder. You can't buy the shoes for you're not the culture. You're not a skateboarder, so you can't buy the shoe. Why are there all these non-skateboarders want to buy the shoe? Why are all these non-Spanish people wanting to buy the Jarrito Dunks? I've seen people say that. That's kind of crazy for people to say that. I thought this stuff was for the public. Then there's this whole thing with the Mac attack story based on the shoe coming from people who were using food stamps to flip to get money to shoes. There's a whole story about a lifestyle of food stamps and the Mac attack shoes. So people who don't have food stamps or were never on food stamps are saying they can't get the shoes, or people who are on food stamps are telling people who weren't on food stamps, you're not from that lifestyle, so you can't be buying the Mac attacks. Like, what is going on here? We'll get to that some more later though. But what is that? So because I don't trail run all the time, I shouldn't buy these to run in or walk in. I don't hoop in the league, so I shouldn't buy Kyrie's to play ball in or walk around in. Like, it's kind of weird when people go that way about it. Yeah, Luti, $200 for those is crazy. I had no idea. If I'd have saw that in the store, I might have passed it up. I might have thought it was one of those shoes that try to look like an Alexander McQueen, or I would have thought it was a Stan Smith, and just because I know there's no resale to it, not thought twice. If it stood out with really good quality, like leather quality, then maybe I would have like took a second look, seen it was Adidas, and seen that it didn't say like Adidas Stan Smith or something, instead of whole Rob Levere or whatever. Like, I would have probably double checked it then. You feel me? I probably would have double checked it then, but who's to say? One thing that I did see when I went out there, they do have some more football jerseys popping up. Is that Ricky Williams, number 33? Is that number 33 Ricky Williams? It says Williams on the back. I'm like, is that 33? I don't watch football like that crazy, so I don't know. They could have a new 33 on there, but I thought that might have been Ricky Williams' number. Then they also had this, which I'd never seen before ever. It was a Wakanda Forever Adidas football jersey. I saw this yesterday. Really good stitched on there, stitched numbers or letters. I never knew they even had Wakanda merch from Adidas. Maybe I knew and forgot. I think this thing retailed for like $130, $140. They had it there for $14.99 or $19.99. Crazy. I'm just randomly there. Ricky Williams jersey, Wakanda Forever jersey. When I scanned it, it didn't come up for me. I did see a sold ask, or they had it. Somebody asked $40 for it. I think it might have sold for $40 actually. And I mean, there's still some profit right there. Came across these slides for Amazon Originals. You know, that's the thing that's crazy. Amazon Originals. What am I saying? Adidas Originals. Adidas and Adidas Originals, two separate brands that you have to get ungated in. So if you do Amazon, you want to try and get ungated in both, because you'll see a lot more Amazon Originals. I keep saying that. You'll see a lot more Adidas Originals that have more profit than some of just regular Adidas products, which is crazy, especially when it comes to slides. You guys saw the video. Jordan 11 adapts. Somebody returned one of them. Retail for $500. Could have got it with 40% off, but that's still super taxi. Super much. That's crazy. And this one came out from what, 2021? Still within that 2-year period. See, they try and tell you different things. They try, depending on the associate, they try to tell you can't return something if it's over 60 days. But if it's a Nike product, bitch, I got 2 years, ho. I'm sorry. Somebody tried to have an attitude with me one time. Oh, if it's only this is 6 months, it's longer than that. Shut up. The thing is 2 years from the factory date, brand new with retail tags. I wasn't born last night. I was born at night, but not last night. You know what I mean? Cool. Found the Stussy Jordan Penny 2s. They had the Air Force One undefeateds there. A lot of things out there, man. If you haven't checked out the recent videos, you definitely should check them out. Came out on some bangers. Seen a lot of good shoes out there for some good prices. The LeBrons is probably the lowest I've seen. The LeBron 9 low reverse Liverpools for 84 with 40% off. I usually see them for $99 at all the shoe palaces, $99 at Foot Locker. If it's on sale, it's like $115 or $99. But the 84 with the extra 40 is the cheapest. They had a few sizes left. It wasn't a lot. I don't know how many was left, but you guys, if you watch the video, you guys would have seen because I showed the amount of boxes there. Definitely a lot to come across, you know. It's definitely a buyer's time in the outlet, you know. I mentioned it over and over again, bro. It's better to go to the outlets or first Marshalls or Ross or, well, maybe you could say, now you can throw Marshalls back in there, I guess, right? Retro. Marshalls, Burlington, Ross. I don't know about TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx might still be iffy with the shoes. You might find some cool women's shoes there at TJ Maxx, but only certain ones, because out here there's only like 1 or 2 TJ Maxxes that I've been to that consistently have some shoes. The other ones, they barely have shoes. If they have a shoe line, it's only for women, and it's only one line, one aisle. Some of them you're lucky if you get 2 or 3. Like the one out there in Burbank, from what I remember going, the TJ Maxx in Burbank next to Ross or it's next to a Marshalls. Oh, I gotta hit that spot up again. I ain't been there in a minute. The Burbank location is pretty cool. They got a Nordstrom's rack where I used to find like Kobe's and shit. But they're starting to get shoes too. Nordstrom's rack is starting to get shoes too, but their prices is higher than everybody else's. They have Kyrie's there for $75 when everybody else has them for 54, 39, or 37, you know, with this reduced price. So Nordstrom's rack has definitely had some Nikes and stuff, but they are taxing you'll pay the most money there. You'll pay the most money there, you know. Plenty to look forward to, plenty to go after if you're out there searching. Plenty out there in the streets, which is always a good thing, man. You definitely want to have options, especially if you want to be picky like myself. That's not Ricky. Oh, it wasn't Ricky Williams? Okay, cool. Okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, I forgot what number. Because did he play for the Denver Broncos though? Or was it the Dolphins? He played for the Dolphins. 34 might have been his number, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Ricky Williams was a dog too. You know, it's crazy to see how his career kind of ended based on today's times. Because his thing was about stopping to go smoke. How accepted is that, or not as bad now? Sucks, because we could have got some more good solid years out of him. They did say he started being a little weird, but that's probably the label they put on you, you know, when they start blackballing and everything like that. So who knows? But part of his ending was because of the tree. It's like, dang, man, you know how people do tree now and play professional sports? They've been doing it, but you know, it's like a nothing now. It's like regular, degular, smuggler. You know? Great time, man. Great time to be out there. We'll see what's going on, you guys, for sure. If you're in the Discord or if you're on Instagram, you follow me on Instagram, feel free to share what you're coming across. I will share it in my my live streams. If you guys want to share the stuff, feel free to. You can either join the Discord or, like I said, follow me on Instagram. Check out my videos, drop some content. You know, I'm probably gonna let this one rock for a little bit. You know, it's building some cool traction. I need to kind of switch up some stuff. But yeah, more stuff to come this weekend by far. So stay tuned for that. And I do plan to go live later on. I will let you guys know, put out a little warning ahead of time to make sure. But yeah, if you're out there in the street, especially in Cali, stay cool because they say it's gonna be kind of warm today, which is good, better than the coldness that we've been getting as of late. At nighttime it be getting kind of cold sometimes, and the daytime it be scorching. It's like the ebbs and flows we can, completely on the opposite sometimes. And if you're out there in LA, it's even colder sometimes. You know what I mean? Just the other day it was like 30 something degrees. I remember us being out here, it was like 90. My girl's sister went home after being out here in the daytime. She went home, got home 30 minutes later. It was like 28 degrees colder. She was out there in Inglewood. I'm like, just that far? Is that much of a difference in the degrees? It's bananas and pajamas, man. What's really going on out here? Big shout out to everybody just joining. I appreciate that. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. I'm about to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Deuces.